Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 2H Reading Comics. This week's episode 200, and we get to talk about Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 3. As always, tell your friends, your family, anyone who wants to listen to Two Idiots talk about comics. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can listen to us anywhere you get your podcast. And as always, let's get into it.
And welcome to Best Damn Book Club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's David Crocker. This is 2H Reading Comics. And today, episode 200.
Woohoo!
Which, honestly, not making that big of a deal about. But
I mean, it's the milestone of hitting 200. The fact that we've recorded.
Still haven't hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
The fact that we've stuck to it long enough that we have recorded 200 episodes.
Yeah.
We've devoted almost 4 years of this.
What's crazy is I've been telling everybody it's coming up on 3 years recently. And when going through the quiz or whatever, I scrolled past the best of year 3 or top 10 of year 3, and I was like, holy shit, it's almost been 4 years. And we still haven't hit 100 subscribers on YouTube.
I also haven't cracked 10 views, double digits on views in
a while. Within 2 days, I think we are at double digits. Not Manifest, not the one that just came out, but the one after.
Oh.
But yeah, no,
it's becoming a challenge.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way. This is fun. I've read stuff I've never read before, and many things I'll never read again.
But there's also a lot more fun stuff me and Davis could do when we hang out.
Also true. Than spend 6 hours doing this.
Yeah. Fuck it, you just want to end it now. 200.
I'm not putting anything on paper yet.
Okay. Because
I mean, at this point, I kind of want to make the anniversary just to say we made the anniversary.
We tried it for 4 years.
Yeah. Make it to the anniversary first, at least.
Enjoy the episodes you have. You have until the end of June.
Put it this way.
Or if you just randomly spike our subscribers.
Put it this way. If shit don't change in the next 3 months, actually from the time you're hearing this, May and June, we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it just end the episode.
Yeah. And my plan the entire time was to not say anything at all about it and just never.
Oh, I was doing good, and then we just kind of
ghost everybody.
Yeah, then we just kind of veered into the lane.
Yeah, no. That's on me.
But no, I mean, man, really, it is an accomplishment.
It's been fun.
How many things do you know that's even done 200 episodes?
Not a lot.
I mean,
they usually don't last that long.
Yes, we've done it more out of just pure. We've done it out of pure stubbornness and wanting to be with each other and read new things.
Yes, be with each other. That's exactly how I would have phrased it.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, hell, man, how many shows have we watched growing up that we love that never made it to 200 episodes? Never made it to 100 episodes.
I mean, at the time of when we started, the stat was most shows don't make it past 8 episodes.
Right.
And there's only been 1 billion more podcasts launched after this. So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the stat is now, but
I would say it's probably reached up into the 50s. Oh, you think?
I think it's gone down.
You think less than 8 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you think so? People just literally, as soon as they do this, it's like, oh, no
now
growth.
I think
and
it's 4 or 5.
They just like, oh, there's no growth, and they just shut it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just they go gung ho into it, and then don't realize how much of a schedule thing it is.
Yeah, and then just shut it down.
Yeah.
Well, you remember when we started this, Marvel came out with a book club thing very soon after we started.
Yeah.
I think they did 4 episodes, and I never saw anything about it again.
I mean, we struggle finding books to read some months.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine if I had to limit it to one publisher. Granted, our personal taste, we don't like to go too far back into history.
Past the 90s. Not much past the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, so we do have a good cutoff date, but it's if you only had to do nothing but Marvel,
we would have been done year 2.
Oh, dude, we'd have been done so long ago.
Yeah.
Because we would have started reading books that's the fuck? This is a 1 volume, a one-off that somebody produced just to tie into a series, and it's All right, done.
Yeah. We would have ran through all like the summer event books real quick.
Or we would have stopped after Venom after we literally went crazy on the Donny Cates train for a little bit.
Yeah.
Donny Cates Venom train.
I still haven't bought the omnibus for that just because I'm like,
oh, God.
I think there's like 2 volumes in between that and Gingham Black that I still haven't read. But,
yeah.
The last week, we forgot to take out of the jar. Jar situation, though.
Getting a little thin.
We only got 2.
Well,
so
it's this month and 2 more months if nothing else changes. And squish. Oh, dream items to get for your collection.
I'm assuming that's just nerd collection.
I would have, yes.
Okay. That's a good one. I got stuff for that.
Now, I mean, we could open it up to anything, sports, or we can keep it in. No, let's keep it in the.
Yeah.
Because there are some sports things that.
I mean, sports one is just going to be a championship ring, which I
have many of those.
Have no. Like, when would I would have to be a coach to get one of those.
Yeah.
And
or you
not my
literally
profession,
buy a replica or a.
No, it's going to. Why would only a loser buys a ring for a team they weren't a part of?
You shouting anybody out there particular, buddy?
I mean, I don't even know if my brother still has that ring.
I know I remember the Braves when they won their first championship.
Oh, yeah.
They did a replica, and those motherfuckers were flying off the shelf.
That's so fucking stupid.
The
only people that are like part of the organization now, where you define part of the organization.
That gets a little fluffy.
I remember the short time I lived in Louisiana. I'm a Red Sox fan. They were playing in Houston, which was only 2 hours away. I went in with the Red Sox jersey on, and the little lady that greets you at the door and tells you where your seats are said, "Hey, you want to see something cool?" And flashed her ring at me.
She had it right,
and I was like, "You're probably the last person. You're probably the last person in this building that should get one." But I think it's cool that you got one.
But. And I bet
I guarantee she had to pay for it too.
Oh, I'm sure at some point when you get down the line, it's like the team gets it for free, the coaches get it for free, all coaches, assistants, and all.
Actually, I don't even think the players get it for free.
You know, now that I say that out loud, I'm pretty sure they got to pay. Like they got to
at least pay some of it,
because then I'm sure it's a tax bullshit thing. You know how like the same reason we had to pay for our clothes at college for football. It's like
that was NCAA rules.
Yeah, we can't give you the clothes that you're literally going to wear the fuck out playing the sport you play because it'll be a gift. So here you got to pay for it.
That's not true because I know Auburn and Alabama don't make their players pay for it.
I know.
That's just some bullshit.
It was the
That's
lie.
BSC bullshit.
The lie that we were told is that the NCAA, we can't give it to you because it'd be a gift, and we can't give you gifts because the NCAA bullshit rules. But I am sure it was more of the fact that, hey, we're poor as a motherfucker and this shit costs too much. Give us some damn money.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we also bought cleats for like $40.
Yeah.
I mean. We were literally, it was like a donation to the school.
The team had a Nike outlet or an outlet.
Yeah.
Or whatever distributor person.
But yeah, when we won our state championship in high school, the cheerleaders got so at the top of the rink, they got a necklace of that, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah. It was like, no, they don't need a ring. And also, why a bunch of cheerleaders going to really want some big gaudy things. So they got the top of the ring. Mm-hmm. It had the school blue gym and then the eagle across the top and then the state champion 2010. Thought that was cool. All the coaches got it. But even our water boys, like the water boys were allowed to buy them. And like the assistant dads that like, were always on the sidelines keeping stats. The ones that actually got to be on the field, they got to buy theirs, and we had to buy ours outright. Like,
but I remember, I think
they cut us a deal, of course, but like we had to pay kind of a chunk to get our rings.
I've heard. I mean, I think like professional athletes. I think I remember hearing podcasts being like, "Yeah, I had to pay such and such for this amount of ring," or like.
And I'm wondering if that's just like a tax thing, like.
I don't know.
Or if the team, I mean, dude, those things got real diamonds and shit. I mean,
and then like
The team may just not be able to afford.
I know in college, like none of those kids are paying, or like if you're on the team, none of the kids are paying for them.
I wouldn't think so.
But I vaguely remember Julian Edelman talking on a podcast about like, yeah, I had to pay this much for a ring.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
But like when Auburn won theirs, I know one of them was their SEC championship ring, which was given to them by the SEC, the conference.
Yeah.
One of the national championship rings was given to them by the school. The other came from the BCS. Gave them a ring.
Oh, okay. So, I'm sure it's just a way to distribute the money around because it's like, I mean, the pro rings, I mean, this shit that's real diamonds and real shit. I mean, dude, some of the NBA rings now that you can twist and
that's
they
the
open,
big thing is like they all open
or
now.
they flip open and reveal the court. It's like, dude, them things, like the organization probably cannot afford to buy 50, 60 of those things.
My high school teammate that now is like, actually, I don't know where he is now, but he was like the recruiting director at JMU. But before that, he was at Louisiana Lafayette when they were winning the Sun Belt a lot. And he showed up wearing his ring one time, and I fucking put that shit on for the fucking Sun Belt Conference Championship. The thing was fucking huge.
Yeah.
And it was like, god damn.
Dude, my high school one was, I mean, it's about that big. Yeah. I mean, it's nowhere near the size of the pro ring, and of course, all fake. I mean, I think we got real silver.
Yeah.
But like the gemstones aren't real. The rest of the gaudy stuff is not real on it. But I think we did get at least real silver, like some grade of silver.
But yeah, I guess we should probably talk about Spider-Man first.
Possibly.
Ultimate Spider-Man,
Woohoo!
Volume 3.
God, it's good to be reading Spider-Man.
Brian Michael Bendis.
That's right.
I'm going to say Mark Bagley.
Yep.
No, I don't know the other. I don't know.
Ink, Art Thibault, with Eric Benson. Colors, Transparency Digital. Letters, Dave Sharp. Associate editor, Brian Smith. And editor, Ralph Macchio. And then a bunch of assistants and more editors. And
everybody's got to get paid.
Yeah. You know it's gotten to be big when our first 2 volumes, I think, had like half. And like each volume's gotten like the extra people keep getting at it. Like your writer and all that's still saying it like kind of one person. Yeah. But you're like collector, your editor 3, you're all that's starting to get bigger and bigger now.
Yeah.
And again, going back to talking about Superman, really glad when there's one inker, like one inker, one color. It's like, because I get it if you've got tie-in episodes, tie-in issues you throw in, that's a completely different group.
Yeah.
But when the main comic has like 6 people coloring it and drawing it, it's like
what were y'all doing?
When I turn the page and I'm looking at a different
set of art
and like a different character, it's like, what are we doing here, folks? Yeah. Why are we just all of a sudden like giving somebody
take this filler out, please?
Yeah, like just stick with the same shit until you like either end the story arc or start something else. Like,
but yeah. So this is, if I'm being 100% honest, another book I read a while back.
Of course.
How
far? You've read quite a bit.
I read the entire first omnibus, which was issues 1 through 39 with whatever it was, like 1.5.
Jesus, how many volumes is in that omnibus then?
I don't know.
Well, because this goes to issue 22.
So probably like 6.
I think. Wow.
5 or 6. That was my stomach. I hope that doesn't pick up on me.
I shouldn't, but God almighty. For this was not written in 2018, was it?
No.
Okay. This just must have been when they did the omnibus.
No, that's when they probably did this collected version.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's a copyright of 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is not.
No.
It's early.
I want to say
aughts.
Yeah.
I think
Ultimate Spider-Man started in 2000, 2001.
I think that sounds right.
I want to say like 2000 because there's literally an issue where they're like a 9/11 issue of Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's Ultimate Spider-Man.
But it was.
There's a Spider-Man 9/11 issue.
Damn.
But yeah.
We get introduced to Doc Ock as we know Doc Ock.
Yes.
Also,
Doc Ock
I've got it.
from sides instead of back.
I know.
Does-
I kind of
seems
like
weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
it. It's also absolutely disgusting.
Yes.
Like it's got his skin like
Yeah.
oozing over the top of it.
Mhm. You get Doc Ock, you get Craven, and you also get introduced to Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gwen.
Mhm.
Craven. So in this iteration,
Yeah.
Craven has no powers other
No.
than apparently he can sniff. He's got a good sense of smell
Yeah.
because he did sniff out
Mhm.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, which is weird, but yeah.
But
it also like, I'm pretty sure they show it like he gets put on the news and he's like, "All right, go." Didn't it? Or they show up on the news or something. He's like a reality TV star.
yeah, he's a
isn't he?
reality
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
star. Yeah.
So yeah, he has like people out looking for Spider-Man.
Oh well, that's true too.
Yeah.
And they may have
Yeah.
thought to figure it out.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, it's Craven in this was kind of funny to me. It's like, oh no, you are 100% just a the TV reality star.
Yeah, he is. I love Ultimate Spider-Man. Craven is like the only character that I think they did worse on.
Yeah,
Because
because
like, okay, cool.
it's like I guess you could pick one to kind of
Yeah.
poke fun at. It's like
Mm.
the only reason Craven is I think he went and got anointed by some ancient
Yeah.
tribe that gave him.
Or he got bit by something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird.
Although when we
Talk-
read Craven's Last Hunt, it was literally just he's a rich dude that likes to hunt.
That is true.
Yeah.
It was. He just had a bunch of cool props and shit.
Yeah. Mm.
He must have been changed
Like a million times.
many times.
But Craven's Last Hunt, he's literally just
He's just a
it's-
rich dude. Yeah.
it's their take on Most Dangerous Game.
Yeah.
He's just a rich dude that likes to hunt. He thinks this is his final hunt. He's about to die of cancer or some shit.
Yeah, that's right. Also a long-winded story to go around the block.
Yeah.
How about mutants get dropped a lot in this?
Mm-hmm.
Um
Well, the two biggest titles that were in the Ultimate Universe were Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Spider-Man.
all right. Do we ever get to meet X-Men? I would assume at some
I
point
think at
we'll
some
meet
I mean, they definitely have like
crossover.
They had
yeah.
big like blockbuster
Yeah.
crossover events where their version of the Avengers would also it was like the Ultimates.
Okay.
But I think they kept the Ultimates, if I remember. There's a whole you can find YouTube videos of like what went wrong with the Ultimate Universe. I want to say they kept the Ultimates strictly to event titles. They didn't have like just their version of the Avengers, but they did have X-Men.
But they would show up in like big events.
Yeah, but they had like X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man.
Okay.
But yeah, they would show up at the events and they would all see each other.
Because it was funny talking about like they were the big dude. I always forget his name. The one that kicks Peter into the
I can't
locker.
remember his name.
He's
He's
talking
one of the
about like
bullies.
the world of like, oh, what
He
happens
actually-
if like the world changes? Like, or
Yeah.
do we need to start like rounding them up? And Peter's like, you're sounding like a Nazi.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what they did with the
Mhm.
Jews. And it was just bringing up the fact is like the thing that I growing up was always like, what the hell deferred a mutant to Peter Parker?
Yeah.
And it was always, well, mutants
Are born
physically
with it.
have a gene that
Yeah.
split, and Peter
Mutants were
literally
born
has
powers. Everybody else had an accident or
yeah,
some shit.
an accident or enough money to
Yeah.
will their way into being a superhero.
Yeah.
And he also is the dumbest character in the comic and figured out Peter was
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Well, which is why no one believes him.
kind of easily. It was kind of
Yeah.
like he's just laying in bed. He's like, Parker, he's fighting against like what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Spit by a spider. Spider-Man. He's Peter Parker. Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
They've never been seen together.
Yeah,
All
he
has
was just
a-
he was just like they was like cut
Has an
scenes
issue
to
of
it.
Maxim on his stomach.
Yeah. It was just the way like they were doing the
Yeah.
scenes back and forth. It was like the exact thing you would do in your head of like
Mhm.
1, 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Also, very sad moment when Peter and Aunt May get into it when she grounds him.
I thought he was gonna go ahead and tell her. Because we
Oh, I
know
don't
we know she knows
Eventually,
at some point.
yeah.
But again, it's like it is too soon
Yeah.
for her to know.
We got to torture him a little bit.
Because we're in the universe right now. I think they said that Spider-Man showed up like less than a year ago.
Yeah.
So we still haven't done shit.
No.
Like like there's been a lot that's happened, and yet we still
Mhm.
Peter himself has not even.
Yeah.
Well,
Only
he's
one that knows
fighting-
is MJ.
Well, he's fighting Doc Ock and gets his ass kicked,
Yeah.
and Mary Jane's like, maybe you need to take some classes in how to actually fight,
Yeah, yeah.
and not just brute force it. And he's like, that's a good point.
He was a professional wrestler.
That's right. He actually won. He got paid to.
Yeah. See, now I'm like, I think I'm skipping ahead. So
Are we gonna get a Gwen Stacy? We don't see one of the Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane become a Spider. Which one turns into Spider Girl? Gwen Stacy, right?
Spider Gwen, but that's an alternate universe.
That's just completely
That
alternate.
she was
universe.
completely all by herself, and then
Oh, okay.
became so popular that it became a thing.
Okay, so I think I'm getting my. At some point, see, I always thought Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane were always Peter's love interest in some universes, but I always thought it was the two of them were also separate universes.
No,
You know what I mean? Just the way movies did it,
Yeah.
the way some of the comics
some
we've
movies
read.
showed it, some movies
It's
didn't.
like Mary Jane is in this one,
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy is in this one. And
Yeah.
it's like the two
No.
never were. But this
Um,
one's just like, oh no, they're both running around.
main 616 canon. Gwen Stacy was his first girlfriend.
First girlfriend. Okay.
She died. The whole bridge thing.
Mm.
Green Goblin threw her off. He caught her with
He
a
broke her
web,
back, right?
but like
yeah.
snapped her neck, and she died.
The iconic,
Then like
the Amazing Spider-Man death.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then some years later, Mary Jane comes,
Okay.
and then Black Cat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But right now, he's with Mary Jane.
Yeah, this
Are
one.
they officially dating? Or are they doing the weird high
I think
school?
at this point they are.
Okay.
It
'Cause
doesn't. In a few.
They've kissed.
A
If you need
few-
me to put you in the
Well,
right issue,
In a few issues, they're gonna.
finish it.
Well, no, they're gonna.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
But eventually they also come back. So it's a big back and forth. It's high
Yeah.
school.
Oh yeah, it's high school, right?
Yeah.
It's and you can already tell. I mean, even Gwen, she's like, yeah, this cute boy was getting beat up. I'm like, oh. I was like, yay, we're gonna get a little blood feud.
Does Gwen live with Peter in this?
No,
That happens at some point.
living with her. Oh, that's right. I would assume getting kicked out of the house.
Someone's dad dies.
Gwen's dad dies. Like, we get him dead that soon?
Probably next volume.
Oh wow.
I
I mean,
you still haven't seen in the Across the Spider Verse, have you? Or
No.
in okay, it's
Into the Spider Verse. Is it in the Spider Verse?
I think it's Cross.
Across the Spider Verse.
Part 1. But
Oh, there is gonna be a part 2.
yes,
Oh,
it should be
sweet.
coming out soon,
Oh.
or within this year or next year. But they talk about there's in every Spider person's life, there's always a police captain that dies, always.
Oh, now I saw something where it was always, in every Spider's life, there's somebody that dies. Oh, that's what the
Yeah.
first movie did that. It was like
Yeah.
each one of them had,
Yeah,
it was either a Peter Parker,
Mhm.
a Mary Jane, or
Yeah.
it was like always like,
there's always their uncle.
they always have
their
somebody.
person
Yeah,
uncle or
yeah.
whatever. Some father figure dies, and then also there's some type of police captain that dies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never did the police cap. Oh,
Yeah.
God, that means Miles' dad's gonna die.
Well, that's what
That's
I don't
what
know.
we're leading to.
I don't know if that happens. but
Is that what
is
we're leading to in the third?
in the one that you somehow still haven't watched,
Yeah,
even though I'm
it's
pretty sure it's out.
Oh,
To
it's
where you
it's
can-
out on everything.
That's what they didn't want to invite Miles to their saving alternate dimensions team
Okay.
because
They know that
his
in
dad's
doing
gotta
so-
die at some point.
Yeah.
and well he somehow figures a way to follow Gwen, and then goes to universe, saves the police captain that's supposed to die, which causes the Earth to like eat itself because
he
it's like
created a time variance.
yeah, basically. And so he's there to what's his face with the navy with the red skull spider,
19
Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, 2099.
He's yelling at Miles. He's like, "You destroyed a whole world because you couldn't let this one person die. And it's always Spider-Man always has to make that sacrifice. And then Miles is like sitting there like, I didn't know, blah blah blah, and then like pieces it together. He's like, wait a minute,
It means
my dad just got promoted to captain.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not giving up my dad. I'm gonna go save him. And then that's why all the spider people are hunting him or like chasing him.
Oh, okay. I wondered how that comes about.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because
so I don't know what
happened.
That's
a good point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Gwen showing up was an immediate like, all right, well, here's a fight. Like this is gonna 100% lead to a fight. Now he ends up, remembering reading the Miles, he ends up with Mary Jane.
Yes.
That's the the iconic Spider Peter Parker Mary Jane.
Yeah.
How long, when you first read this, how long did it take you to figure out who the old dude was that Doc Ock was breaking into his house with?
I do not remember.
It's the bad dude in Iron Man 2. Hammer.
Oh, that's Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, Hammer Industries. He's not... Oh, I guess he is technically one of the bad guys. I still think Mickey Rourke is the bad guy.
Mickey, huh?
I don't know his character's name, but the actor's name is Mickey Rourke. He has like the whips on Iron Man 2.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
In Iron Man, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, I guess, he is a bad guy. He's a bad billionaire entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Apparently created Sandman, Electroshock.
Yeah.
Not Electroshock. The Michael J. Fox character.
Yeah. Not Michael J. Fox.
Not Michael J.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Michael J. Fox is a white dude that did Back to the Future.
Yeah. And I think got
also
cancer from eating pussy.
I thought it was cerebral palsy. I didn't think he had cancer.
Well, who was the one that got cancer from eating pussy? Yeah, you can eat if you eat too much pussy. You get cancer.
I'm not touching.
Google it.
I don't want to Google that.
You got some type of cancer in his mouth from eating too much. Like the pH balance was fucked up or something.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah. I think it's Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's disease.
Well, Google which actor, because now we got to say it. Actor that got cancer from eating pussy.
Michael Douglas?
Yes.
Michael Douglas oral sex calls Michael.
Yeah,
that his throat cancer was apparently caused by what?
He was just going down too much.
How is that even scientifically a thing?
I don't know. I think maybe she had ovarian cancer in it. I don't know. You didn't know this?
No.
Poor Davis's wife. She's never getting gone down in her
background to a condition that was thought to be nearly fatal when diagnosed.
Yeah.
Asked whether he now regretted his years of smoking and drinking, usually thought to be the cause of the disease, Douglas replied, end quote, no, because without wanting to get too specific, this particular cancer is called by HPV, okay.
Oh.
Which actually comes about from cunnilingus, eating pussy. The Douglas, husband of Catherine Zeta-Jones, continued, end quote, I did worry if the stress caused by my son's incarceration didn't help trigger it, but yeah, it's a sexually transmitted disease that causes cancer, and if you have it, cunnilingus is also the best cure for it. The fuck?
That doesn't make sense at all.
This is just
human papillomavirus.
So I mean, his wife had HPV,
yeah,
and then he got the strain off of that.
Everybody go get tested.
Holy shit! Well, they say now like 1 in 8 of millennials, like in the age of 40, has some sort of sexually transmitted disease.
Well,
and then 1 in 4 over the age of 60 have something. Dude, those old people homes and resorts, holy shit. Yeah. Dude, the villages down in Florida, dude, they say they literally have nurses specialized in just sexually transmitted. They don't know how to put, they only know how to treat
Here's what
sexually
I do.
transmitted disease
It's crazy.
because there's so many of them.
But yeah, Spider-Man's fun.
Oh,
was a
we
fun
get
issue.
introduced to Shield. Agent
Yeah.
Carter shows up.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Do we see Samuel L. Jackson's?
We don't see him.
Okay,
We don't.
he shows up at some point.
Uh,
And this is the universe where they literally
Name.
are like
name.
Fury.
Yeah.
This was the
They
universe.
call him They keep calling him Captain Fury.
I don't know. But this is one they literally like. Hey, can we make him look like Samuel L. Jackson?
All the way back then.
Yeah, because they were like, if we ever do a movie, we want it to be Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, so they wanted it to be
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson before he
Mhm.
actually. Oh, cool. I never knew that. I didn't know they wanted
Yeah.
him. I didn't know they wanted him that soon.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, not a fan of Doc Ock's suit. He's in like a romper jumper thing, and
When you got arms coming out your side, I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. It just doesn't fit. I don't know. Feel like he could have done better.
Yeah.
But dude, they take shots at Spider-Man so quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'm enjoying the young. Again, I think we've said it before. The young Spider-Man is my favorite
Mm.
because you get to see him living trying to do a normal life, and then also like, how do I become the best at what I do
Mm.
while getting his shit absolutely rocked
Oh, yeah.
in doing in the process.
Yeah. No, it's just great. Personally, one of my favorite series ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to go ahead and do the draft?
Yeah, we'll do the draft.
Cool.
Because the rest of it's just getting us to the fight scene at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So the draft this week will be dream items to get for your collection.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're gonna go Tails again.
Always.
I'm gonna use a different fucking simulator this time.
Okay. I mean, you literally could just be like, you went first last time, I get to go first this time.
I kind of have fun doing this.
Tails.
Dude, this ain't fucking. I'm not making it up. I don't even. Ow!
The statistical odds of this happening is kind of fucking crazy.
Go ahead. We live by the coin.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna have completely different answers on this one.
This one's gonna go pretty.
This is one I'm already starting on.
Oh, and money's not an object.
Money's not an object.
Yeah.
This is one I've actually already started on, but every volume of One Piece. I definitely want my collection. So
how many volumes? I think we always talk about, but how many volumes?
they're very close to 100.
Damn.
They're definitely, I think, like in the 90s or something.
And
No, they're definitely over 100.
how many do you have?
I got the first 4 box sets, which I think puts me at like 92.
Oh, so you're not that far off.
It's either it might not be 92. It might be like 79 or something. I'd have to
So
go.
you're not that
Yeah.
far.
No.
I thought we were like up into like 400 volume line.
No. They're up in like the 110s and 120s or something.
Oh, okay. So it's not that. That's not an impossible dream.
Wherever the 4th box set gets you to, that's where I have. So.
That's not an impossible dream.
No.
Okay. Wow. You started with an actual like obtainable one. Mine's not gonna be. I want the screen used Darth Vader from episode 5. The suits they used in Screen. They used like 15 of them.
Yeah.
And there's a few that are just, if you've got the money, you can go buy them from somebody.
For real? How much are they?
Oh, like couple millions.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I feel like most of mine are going to be obtainable.
Huh?
I feel like most of mine are going to be obtainable.
Yeah, mine is not.
I mean, obviously there's one. Obviously Pokemon. Mine can be in the thousands. But probably if I could get. So here's the thing. My favorite Pokemon isn't like Charizard or anything like that. Like I like Poliwrath.
Yeah.
So if I get a first edition PSA 10 hollow Polyrath card,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
And it's not like a scary number either. I mean,
It's probably in the triple digits, but it's probably like 100 or so. Like I think like 400.
you said hollow.
Yeah, PSA 10 hollow
Is it
Polyrath.
POLIWR? Yeah,
What?
yeah.
POLI. First edition Polyrath hollow PSA 10.
I mean, we're anywhere from $175 all the way up to $1,700.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's dude. When I see numbers like that on cards, that's when I go like, dude, what's real here? Like, what are we?
yeah. Well, Charizards are fucking ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but like when you see like a character like that, it goes
Mhm.
all the way from like somebody selling it for $275 and somebody selling it for $1,700.
I guarantee
It's
some
like
of those are
where,
like one of those might be like, oh, it's not an English card,
true.
or maybe it's not actually a PSA
So
10.
a PSA 10 Polyrath
Yeah,
is yours.
you can say that. But if I was one of those losers where Charizard's my favorite Pokemon,
Then I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's so many things. The Lego Ultimate Edition. So there's the Millennium Falcon,
mm-hmm.
Death Star.
Yeah.
They've done a Venator class. That's the episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've also done Vader's flagship,
Mhm.
the Inquisitor. Shit, I forgot. I'm gonna lump just like all those. I think there's
Okay.
like 4 or 5 of them. Oh, and an
Yeah.
AT-AT. So there's like 5 of them, like
Yeah.
to get that entire set.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, when we start actually like saying it out loud,
Yeah.
it's kind of a hard list to create.
Yeah.
Like, of course, there's like, oh well, I see it, I want it, kind of shit. But
Yeah.
it's like, what is the dream for?
Yeah, because there's like a shit ton of stuff. Hmm. Hmm. There's got to be a wrestling one somewhere in there.
OG belt, real off the board.
You can buy replica bells though, so it's just like
Actually,
you.
I guess like rings.
I don't know. If I could find like a match worn Mankind belt or mask,
Yeah.
because Mick Foley's one of my favorite wrestlers, and one of his alter egos was Mankind, and he had a mask. That shit would be badass if I could get one of those. Actually, take that back. This is one I'm actually looking for. I don't know how attainable it is, but in old school, back when Chris Jericho was on WCW, they had their Monday night show was called Nitro, and Jericho always had a thing where instead of saying that he had something, he'd always play with whatever show's name it was on.
Yeah.
So when he came to WWE and it was Raw, he said they had a thing that said Raw is War, and so he changed it to Raw is Jericho. But the WCW one, and it's just like an awesome, like retro looking shirt, and it says WCW Monday Night Jericho instead of Nitro.
Oh.
I want one of those shirts so bad, and I cannot find them. They have some that say Monday Night Jericho, but because of WWE,
Yeah.
they took out the WC. They took out the WCW and the TNT logo. From
Yeah.
it.
The stuff that makes it
Mm.
original.
Yeah. So
Damn, is all my shit just gonna be in Star Wars?
probably. I'm surprised you don't have something from like Avatar though.
Yeah, but like,
Maybe like a piece of original art or something.
ooh, that is true. But see, I mean, like art is like I don't know like artists to like other than just a piece of original
Like a
art.
frame, like a storyboard frame or something.
Yeah, ooh,
and get it framed.
Ooh, that would be. Ooh, storyboard frame of Aang and Firelord Ozai's last fight.
That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. But again, and like, is that even a obtain? Like, can you even get shit? Like, can you get shit like
You got to be in like some deep Hollywood shit.
that?
Because like, I know Kevin Smith was moving recently, and he called in like an auctioneer to come do an auction of all of his like random movie junk he's gotten recently.
Shit.
And not only movies,
stuff
but
he just doesn't want.
yeah,
or
and just
really
raise
care about,
funds
yeah.
for. But not only just like storyboard stuff for movies and stuff, he had like original pieces of comic book art from where like the artist drew it and then scanned it and sent the scan to the publisher,
Right.
but kept
But
the
it's
art
his actual.
and they sell, yeah. And he had some like original Batman pages and shit like that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
shit. Dude, some Civil War.
yeah, that'd be badass.
Fuck, even the man. I do that shit. I'd go as far as the Manifest, the sagas, the
So I'm on my pick 3.
4.
What were my other?
Volume 1 piece, PSA 10 poly, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jericho shirt.
This one, and it could be multiple, but the one coming to my head is Blade Runner, the original. I watched like a whole YouTube documentary on old school movie posters,
Okay.
like the original size. If I get like a original Blade, like the 80s, 90s Blade Runner, not the new one with
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, but Blade Runner original size movie poster. If I get like Harrison Ford's autograph on it, that'd be badass.
Shit, and signed.
Mm-hmm. That's what I almost said Star Wars, but I was like, no, I'd rather have Blade Runner.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I want to say a sword collection, like
Sword?
Game of Thrones,
Oh,
long
Yeah.
claw, but
Needle.
like it, the
mhm.
Lord of the Rings daggers,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna do that and rope in like
Your
my
lightsabers?
lightsabers with that too.
I almost put in Cal Kestis' lightsaber, but I'm like, I could just get that on eBay.
I can literally, Bailey, I can get you in contact with her person, and you can have it like
Yeah.
this week.
I can't afford it right now. But
No. But you literally like
Yeah.
they'll go into the park and get it today,
Yeah.
and you can have it by the end of the week.
Mhm.
Which we've actually done a few things with. It's kind of
Uh-huh.
cool. It's a little fish, like you don't feel right about, like it feels weird.
Yeah.
And then it shows up and you've paid what you,
Because it's
everybody
not
agrees, and no one's still in your bank account. And
It's not like an actual store you could like
correct.
sue for not getting it.
Correct.
And so you're just like, I hope this person doesn't fuck
Yeah.
me up right now.
But apparently, like the way some of the the Disney groups, like there's so
Mhm.
many Disney groups, like the people, it's almost like eBay, like they're accredited.
Oh, okay.
It's like
They're known within the community.
these people, like here is your like most popular people to go get you shit.
Okay.
You may not be able to get shit from them for a while,
Yeah.
but if you contact them, they'll tell you to go talk
Mhm.
to Sarah, which is like they're using Sarah to help them do stuff
Yeah.
for their overstock. It's like, okay, well, this person that's the
Mhm.
like top is the most like a well trusted one
hmm
is saying go talk to so and so, then they're a well trusted
And
person.
you just get-
and then you
You just get dropped down to someone can finally go get you your shit.
yeah, but
Okay.
you've gone down the list. It's like, okay, well, if this person trusts this person, that it's like,
Hmm.
yeah, you're getting to like the 5th trusted level,
Mhm.
but it's like if someone in that chain screwed over
Yeah.
someone above them,
They'd be kicked
they'll
out. Yeah.
they would like, no, okay, yeah, I'm no longer using you. Please,
Yeah.
disassociate yourself,
Yeah.
kind of shit. So yeah, I'm gonna do sword / iconic saber collection
Mhm.
because I've already started my saber collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I say I started it. I only have the 2 I've made and Cal Kestis's.
I know I made a promise to you that Darth Vader was going to happen this year. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. My HOA just decided they wanted.
Your HOA,
money,
man.
so.
That's so wrong.
And if I didn't have to use the bathroom right now, I would get into it. But
Yeah,
I gotta use the
we
bathroom
cool.
now, That does it for this week.
Episode 200, folks.
Don't know what we're gonna
Not a
read
clue.
next week.
Don't usually know until the weekend before we record.
So yeah, check in on social media and all that. So,
Woohoo!
have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on next Tuesday.
Bye.
Maybe.